Hello everyone, welcome to Nitya Cloudtech. In our previous video, we have discussed about how we can create community edition if you don't have option to use Databricks in Azure, AWS and Google Cloud. So this is the part 3 of Azure Databricks. In this video, we are going to discuss about how we can create Azure Databricks services in Azure. So now it is very similar to create other services. What we need to do, we just need to search here. Let's say Azure Databricks. So I will click here, Azure Databricks. Okay. Now if you see option here, create. So I can click on create. And I can use free trial and resource group. I can create new one. Let's say ADB Azure Databricks. Okay, and I can give name ADB demo. Okay, and East to S2 is fine, and the pricing tier I can choose trial. Okay, now what I can do, I can click here review plus create. So it is validating. It will take a while. So validation succeed. Now I can click on create. So it is going to deploy. So similarly, you can create different Azure Databricks workspace. So I'm creating one. You can create multiple. We can create multiple like this only. Okay, so it is created now. I can click here on go to resource. And I can see this option. So from here, I can click on launch workspace. So as soon as I will click on launch workspace, it will take me into another page into the Azure Databricks. So see. Okay, so this is the UI which will come into the Azure Databricks. So you can see different option like you can create notebook, create table, create cluster, job, pipeline, repo, auto ML experiment. So all these things you can create from here. Okay, we are going to learn each and everything step by step in the next upcoming videos. Okay, so we have option to create workspace, shared workspace, and we have option to clone users and different option. All these options we are going to use. Then in recent, we will get to know what are the recent page we have opened, whether it will notebook, table or whatever we will open, it will show here. And the data, we have basically different catalog, databases, tables. It will show like whenever you will connect with any of the database, so it will show all the things in catalog. It will show the server name. In server, you may have multiple databases, and in specific database, you will have multiple tables. So it will show everything here. And in compute, basically, you can create cluster. So we are going to learn about this. And this is the workflow option where you can create job and many other things which we are going to see. So this is the basic UI of Microsoft Azure Databricks. So all these functions, all these components we are going to understand in the next videos. I just uh, tell you about the high level in this video. So you can see here, like we have option to data science engineering, machine learning, SQL. And as soon as you click on Databricks, so you this is your page, this is your first page. You can see option here, also create a notebook, browse a file if you need to import a data from different databases or different data sources. So it is for basically for browsing a file from the data from notebook. And other than that, we have like auto ml. So you can basically use auto ml. Basically you can use machine learning here. And you have this quick start tutorial, so you can learn basically Azure data functionality from here as well. And this is the transformation data option. Okay, and here you have this documentation, like documentation, best practice data guide, where you will get a step by step document. And here it is release notes, so you can go through the all the release and the like the difference between the functionality of different releases. Okay, so yes, I think this is all about this video. And in the next video we are going to discuss the different components of Azure Databricks. Thank you everyone.